बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। शहज़ाद हनीफ़ साहब, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका तशरीफ़ लाने का। आप माशाल्लाह गाइडेंस कोच भी हैं, लीड कोच हैं, गाइडेंस कोचिंग में आप फाउंडर भी हैं उसके, आपने पूरा एक सिस्टम बनाया हुआ है। तो बाकी तो आप इंट्रोडक्शन अपना खुद करवाएँगे। आज इंशाल्लाह हनीफ़ साहब जो हैं वो अपना क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे मेरे से और एक प्रैक्टिकल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से मुझे बताएँ, मेरे से क्वेश्चन पूछ के और मुझे मेरा करियर डिसाइड करेंगे कि इफ आई एम ऑन द रॉन्ग ट्रैक, so he will help me how I can get on the right track and how I can get and I can achieve the target in my life. तो हनीफ साहब प्लीज आप थोड़ा सा अपना भी इंट्रोडक्शन करवा दें और उसके बाद इंशाल्लाह हम इसको विल स्टार्ट इट।
Inshallah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Ali Bhai, inshallah, for your introduction, for inviting me on your platform. It's an honor for me to be here. I know this is something we have been planning for quite some time, so I'm glad finally that we get to meet. I would just like to give a very brief introduction about myself. So my name is, as Brother Ali said, my name is Shahzad Hanif, and I am the founder and lead coach at Guidance Coaching. And Guidance Coaching is something which is a culmination of problems that I was having in many different areas of my life, and which includes career, which I think the focus of our discussion today is mainly on sort of career. So I will try to kind of keep this discussion on that track, based on that angle, from the perspective of career. So career-wise, I've got like over 20 years of experience working in the IT telecoms industry. And I just came to a point where I felt quite stuck. I was in a dead-end job. I was working in the corporate world, but I wasn't enjoying. I wasn't, really motivated to get out of bed in the morning. I wasn't enjoying my job. I felt like I was just turning up to work to pick up my salary, which is not really it's not a good intention to have. You should really, feel honored and looking forward to your day and feel, like that you're really making a difference, in your line of work. So, things really got to a really low point in my life when I started, when I actually got sacked from one of my jobs. Financially, I was struggling. This was having an impact on my family life as well, my marriage. Everything was impacted, and I just started looking into. I was going for advice. I was going to scholars, imams, family friends for advice, and I was getting very good advice, but I couldn't quite nail it. I couldn't quite practically implement the advice that I was getting. So I started just randomly looking at other perspectives. I thought, let me look outside of my own circle. Let me see what other schools of thought and what other, what is Christianity saying? What is psychology saying? And then I came across some coaching videos of Tony Robbins, who I look up to as someone that I really have benefited from, and someone that I respect as a teacher. And I started. Initially, I wasn't very impacted in a positive way. I thought he was some crazy guy, just shouting and swearing, and I didn't really kind of get much positive feelings from his from some of his recordings. But then I started seeing some of the impact that he was having literally within a few minutes by speaking to people and helping to save marriages and helping people to from coming back from feeling suicidal and depression and all these things. And I started getting interested in this. Anyway, this led me on a journey. I then came across somebody online who became my mentor, a chap called Chris Wally, who has his own coaching business by the name of Decisive Coaching. And then I started working with Chris, And Chris started really impacting me like on a deep level personally, started making me look into myself as a person, looking into my mindset, the way I was thinking, the way I was behaving. And he made me realize that that I needed to really change as a person if I wanted to get positive results in my career, in my business, in my health, in my marriage, in every area of my life. I needed to work on my mindset. I had to work on me. And for me, that was a big kind of opening, really, because up until that point, I was feeling very sorry for myself because I was getting amazing advice, but I wasn't able to implement. But now, what Chris was telling me was that you need to work on yourself, and he was giving me some tips as well of how I can make the changes in my life. So this led me on a journey, and one thing I would say to people who are looking to find, who want to get clarity about what is their ideal career, what is their passion in life. If there is one thing that I could share with you, I mean, there's lots of things I can share, and inshallah, we will go through this discussion. Brother Saif has kindly agreed to participate in a demo. We will do a demo together of what a coaching session looks like, so people might get some benefit from that. And he has agreed very kindly to play very honestly and to be very open in answering the questions that I ask him. But before we get to that, I just want to share one thing. And I think if I had to put my finger on one thing that has helped me to get clarity in what career or business I want to pursue, then I would say that that one thing would be, for me, it was when I got a coach, when I got a mentor, and that coach and that mentor was somebody that I looked up to, who I looked at as a role model. And I think that this is very, very important. If you look at your life when you were young, maybe there was somebody that you really looked up to. It could be a family member, it could be a celebrity, it could be a sports personality. Like, choose one person in your life who you really look up to and follow them. Try to be like them. Now, when Chris said to me that, Shazad, you can be a coach. Initially, I felt like laughing. Like, I've come to this guy with all my problems, and he's telling me that I can be a coach and help other people solve their problems. And it was, for me, I didn't take it seriously. But because I looked up to him, I respected him, I saw him as a role model, somebody that I wanted to aspire to be like. I felt like if he is believing in me, because he would say to me, Shazad, I believe in you. You have greatness within you. He was giving me confidence. No one ever spoke to me like this in my life. And I was at that time, I wasn't even paying him. I mean, it's quite expensive to, if you want to get a good coach, a good mentor, it's not cheap. You will get amazing results, but you have to make investment of time and money. But Chris, in the early days, he wasn't charging me because I just lost my job. I was sacked. I was financially, I was struggling. He used to give me time on the phone, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, sometimes 1.5 hours. Whenever he had time, he would give me time. And I will always be grateful to him for that. And I always try to, wherever I go, whenever I speak on platforms, on podcasts, on interviews, I always mention him. I always try to promote him because he has made an amazing impact in my life, and I'm always grateful for that. But he never used to charge me. Later on, I made financial contribution, but initially he wouldn't charge me. But the point I'm trying to make is that who is the role model for you in your life? Who is a positive role model? Someone who is making a positive impact in the world, someone that you aspire to be like. If you make that person your ideal and you try to model them, follow them, try to be like them. Now, when I do my coaching, I try to implement the teaching that I have learned from Chris. I try to model Tony Robbins because he's someone that I respect and really look up to. I try to model some aspects of T. Harv Eker, who is another entrepreneur and coach that I have learned from. These guys are the best. They are the best leading coaches in the personal development industry. and you have to try to learn from the best. So that's another tip, actually, that when you whatever you do, whether you learn any subject, uh, and I can tell you as well that SafeBuy is doing a very good job as well, because he is inviting people who are the best in their field. I've seen some very, very good people. I watched an interview that you had with a ex-Israeli military man, and that was a very very interesting interview. And he's the best in his field. I mean, some people might not agree with him, with his profession or his choice of profession being in the Israeli army, which is seen as as oppressing innocent people, namely the Palestinians. But I think that if you're going to invite somebody, he has to be the best in his chosen area, and he was definitely someone who was he had the right credentials. So yeah, just going back to my point, I think find that role model. Who's that person you look up to, and imitate them. Imitate them. There's a saying: if you aim for the for the sun, if you aim for the skies, then you will at least reach the stars. Even if you cannot be as good as them, you will end up somewhere close. Even if you are half as good as them, that will be very better than most people. So always try to learn from the best. Sacrifice if you can afford it. Sacrifice your time. Nowadays, with all the technology that is available to us, we really have no excuse now, because all of these mentors and coaches and consultants and these amazing people now, they are all sharing their stories online and via YouTube, TEDx talks, podcasts. It's all there and it's all free. Me and this platform now that I'm speaking on, Brother Saif and I, the first time we actually spoke was 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. The first time we've been speaking to one another online, but this is the amazing effect now of this technological era that we live in, where strangers now can come together on a platform and they can help to make a positive change. So I think that this is something that's really important, that find your role model. Who was your role model when you were growing up? And then once you have identified that person, model them, imitate them, try to copy them. Some people say, oh no, I don't like to copy others. This ego of ours causes a lot of problems. This I, this me. It's not about you. When you are starting any profession, any career, any business, you have to follow somebody. Once you become a master, then you can then do it your own way. You can reinvent the wheel. But initially, follow someone. Like if you are doing an interview, for example, look at somebody who you aspire to interview like. How do they, I'm sure, Brother Saif, you did this as well. When you started doing these interviews, you must have done some research, done some reading, or looked online. Like, how should I conduct my interview? What sort of questions should I ask? And then try to imitate the style of that person. Once you become a master in your field, then you can put your own flavor on it. Then you can do the interview in your style, the way you want to do it, because now people are watching you, people admire you, people are benefiting from your style, and then you can make those little changes. So that's, in a nutshell, a very brief kind of introduction to myself, the problems I was going through, and then Chris helped me shift, to now becoming somebody who now is, I have my own coaching business. I'm helping people all over the world, people from all 4 continents of the world, people from Asia, from the London area here where I live, from Asia, from the Middle East, Australasia. I'm helping them get results in their career, in their business. I'm helping people discover what their life purpose is. I helped a person who was suicidal. And after literally 20-30 minutes of discussion with him, he felt more positive about his life going forward. I've helped people who have been depressed, who have been in abusive marital relationships, to overcome those hurdles, to feel more positive about their life. There's no good in me. This is all from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's all the blessings of God. It's the blessings of the teachers that I have learned from, the mentors. I am a proof that if you are willing to ask for help, this is all I've done. I reached out for help. I asked everyone, teachers, scholars, imams, people in personal development, until I found something that helped me. Coaching has helped me better than counseling, better than anything, any other kind of field. Coaching, the biggest impact in my life has been through coaching. So now I feel it's my mission, it's my job to share now the same strategies, the tools that I have learned with other people that have helped me to make a change in my life. It's my mission now to help other people, and I get paid good money in the process. When you take care of God's servants, then God takes care of you. So the money is just a bonus. I would do this for free, because there is so much satisfaction when somebody says to you, brother, I don't feel suicidal anymore. Or if someone says to you, oh, thank you so much, I feel more clear about my purpose in life, about my purpose, my passion, my career. I feel more confident now about my life moving forward, my life in general. You can't put a price on this. No amount of money can replace the happiness you feel when someone's life has changed for the better. So thank you, Brother Saif, once again for inviting me. It's a privilege to be here, and I think maybe now is a good opportunity. Maybe we should do a little demo together. What do you think?
Yes, 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 please.
कुछ हो जाए?
जी बिल्कुल हो जाए.
Okay. Okay. So, Brother Saif, I would start by asking you, like, what is your want? What is your biggest want right now in your life? And I want you to answer this question with the open mind, with honesty, to be as transparent and open as you possibly can. I know we are live online. You're being very brave. I respect you and honor you. But this is something which will be beneficial for somebody. Maybe somebody out there is watching. They weren't planning to watch. They just looked at the Facebook and they saw this live discussion going on. They clicked the button and now they might get some guidance, some benefit from this. So I would start by asking you, Brother Saif, like, what is your want? What do you want in life? Not what your logical mind wants, but I mean what is your heart saying? What does your heart want? It could be whether it's in the area of career, whether it's in business, whether it's in finances, whether it's health, whether it's your spirituality, your religion. Like, what is the one thing, if you had to choose one, if I was doing a proper coaching session with you, I would get you to write down at least 3 things that you want to improve in right now. But because obviously for the purpose of this session and we don't have much time, so I would just say to you, if you can on the spot, speak from your heart and say, like, what is your biggest want right now? What do you want? What does Saif want?
Yes, yes. Shehzad Hanif Sahab, thank you very much. And one thing I want to clarify, that in one of my previous session, I already explored myself and disclosed myself to that guy who was the career coach, and I exposed my all strengths, my weaknesses, everything. So I got many things from him, and he also select one of my 16 personality types. He selected one personality for me, and then he guided me. I also discovered myself by studying one book, that is Discovering Your Personality Types. I forget the author. So I also, there is a much data I collected, but I will not share right now. But I will just answer your question to the point. But I just explored myself much, and maybe it will take 1 hour when I will start discussion. So I will not discuss right now, but just answer your question. What my heart say, the ultimate purpose of my life, my sound ideology. What is my sound ideology is, الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا. I want to do ahsan amala. This is ahsan amala is my sound ideology is based on this, and there is no limit of ahsan amala. First thing, and then the other thing, what I want to gain from this, what is my ultimate vision? If I want to do ahsan amala, what I will achieve? The achievement is, I want wasabiqun as-sabiqun ulaika al-muqarrabun. This is I want to achieve. I don't want to achieve ashabul yamin. Ashabul shimal, I cannot think about them.
Mhm.
Ashabul yamin, they are okay, they are the winners. But no, there is another third category which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, wasabiqun as-sabiqun ulaika al-muqarrabun. I want the nearness of Allah Almighty, and for that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, no, not ashabul yamin will get that target, only wasabiqun as-sabiqun will get that target, nearness to Allah. And no, what I want to do. No, I have family, I have 3 kids, I'm electrical engineer, I'm doing PhD here in China, is okay, I will it's about to complete. I have a government job in Pakistan, is okay, I'm drawing salary from this scholarship here and there, I am drawing salary, I'm taking salary from there, is okay, everything is going perfect, is okay, alhamdulillah. But what I want, my heart say, the wasabiqun as-sabiqun, and to get this target, I want to be die in sajda. This is my ultimate target.
MashaAllah.
Because in mosque, I want my life should be in mosque, like Akal Islatu Salam, like Masjid Nabi, and there was one hujra, Sayyida Aisha. When he opened his one door of hujra, there is a mosque. When he exit
Subhanallah.
his mosque, there is a hujra. This is what a life is.
Subhanallah.
So this is really my heart is says. My heart says like this. So how can I get? I have. I'm not. I'm not. I don't like Rahbaniyat because I want. This is my feelings that if the situation will allow me, I want to hide myself from people right now. But the thing is
MashaAllah.
that I have 3 kids, I have wife, everything. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala don't want from me rahbaniyat. He wants something. There is a lifespan for me, time span, and it is very. I'm here just for some cause. So I have to give back this thing. So what I want financial freedom first. Self freedom is okay. I got self freedom is okay. I'm enjoying life, no problem. Self freedom, I have all seasons in my side, inside me. If anyone call me, my wife, my kids, my brothers, everyone is okay. I will listen to them. If they will not call, still I am enjoying, because I am spiritually so manifested that I enjoy every moment of life. I just live in a present moment, the power of now, you can say, something like that, keeping in mind the magic of thinking big, something like that is okay.
Mm.
No, but spiritually, I just want this, but I want to show the world. I don't want to show the world that I am spiritual, so I don't want have any financial freedom. I don't have any earning and something like a poor, and I don't want to show that because my ultimate target is what I will do. This credit directly must go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. This is my target. What I will do, this target must go, credit go to them. If I
Yeah.
do any wrong, this go to myself. But if I do any right thing, people will say, for example, people will say to me, they should not say that he is safe, something like that. They will say, oh, he is Muhammadi, something like that. When
Mhm.
they will I want to imitate the fanafillah and bakabillah, something like that. So
Mhm.
financial freedom is first. So how can I get? It's okay, I'm getting salaries, I'm doing courses, virtual assistant, I'm doing course virtual assistant, enablers, I got courses from enablers, I got courses from extreme commerce from Sunny Ali, I purchased many paid courses, many courses. I'm doing skills, virtual assistant, how to buy an Amazon, how to do uh, 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 you know, Shopify drop shipping, private label, wholesale, FBA, something like that. And also I'm taking courses about how to sell on Draz, and even how to build a Draz like empire myself, something like that. This is my ideology.
Yeah.
No, the thing is that all these things, what I want actually financial freedom. I want to give independence to every kid in my life. For example, my kid is 9 year old now, right now. My target is, for example, in 15 years, she should be independent. I'm also giving him skills. Skill development is also already there. She is doing. But the thing is that I want financial freedom. After financial freedom, I will just go directly to mosque. But mosque is not simple mosque. I want to connect to the world. In mosque, there will be a research. even research university, and within mosque, there will be a connection with the world, keeping in spiritual intelligence dominant in my life.
Yeah.
I will parallelly handle physical, intellectual, financial, emotional intelligences. These are will be the parallel part of my life. I will not be disconnected from them. But my dominant person is I want to die. Shehzad Hanif, I want to die in sajda. So how can I die in sajda if I will be in mosque most of the time? If I want to wander in the bazaar in markets, what the probability is that I will die there. If I will live most of the time in mosque, the probability that I will do sajda, and I even I will not do sajda. Something environment is that the probability, maximum probability is that I will be what I want, fana fillah and baqa billah. There is no dui. What I got from the spiritual leaders, there is no duis. uh, I mean, this Ibn Arabi, Sheikh Arabi, uh,
Subhanallah.
orthogonal drama and Sheikh Arabi, they were the third stage. This was the last stage. Rare people just reach at that stage. Otherwise, they are at that stage. What is that stage? That stage is La ilaha illallah. The meaning of La ilaha illallah at that stage is La maqsuda illallah. La maqsuda illallah. This is what I got as Shehzad Anif. This is my heart, my ruh.
Yeah.
The Maulana Room say, your ruh is just, he resembles your ruh spirit with Bansari, something Bansari. That just listen to him. She is, your ruh is weeping, your ruh is crying. She is inside the cage of your body. She is crying. So my ruh spirit is also crying, really. So I just you can this financial freedom, this my family did not allow me. Even Allah Subhanahu wa Taala did not allow me. What I got from all these lectures from spiritual leaders, everyone, I got that if I want nearness to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, I want to go. I want to go to the public, to the makhluk. This is what I want to get into this makhluk, and I want to go so you can be hungry. He said that my person came to you, something like that. So helping people, Shahzad Hanif, I just conclude my your question. And this, I want every moment of my life. I think actually, how can I spend every moment of life so that every moment of my life get the people, and some of that moments may become financial resources, and spiritual and something like that. So that's my ultimate goal. How can every moment of my life can be people need oriented? This is my
So, thank you, mashallah. Some excellent. See, this is much more interesting than just giving a list of questions to the guest and getting them to speak. Although that has benefit as well, but I think it's much more interesting when it's a very interactive discussion. And it was interesting listening to you, Brother Saif. There was, mashallah, it was quite inspiring. Some aspects of it were very inspiring. Definitely you have I sense a passion in your heart, for or shall I say an intense love for your creator, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also I could detect maybe a little bit of frustration there as well, in your words. You talked about financial freedom. So, I mean, if we were to get very clear and very specific, like they are really two separate things. I know you are tying them both. You are merging them both there by saying that the financial freedom will help you to reach that closeness and nearness to Allah. Uh, but if I was to ask you to choose one right now in the current moment, like which is the one thing that is a priority, a must, the biggest want for you right now in your life, like from your heart, is it closeness to Allah or is it financial freedom?
Closeness to Allah. I already
Closeness
chose
to
it.
Allah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So if the thing that you want is closeness to Allah, so alhamdulillah, we've got clarity on that now. So then my next question would be, like, what is the pain? What is the pain in you not having that closeness to Allah? Or maybe you are close already, Allah knows best. Maybe you are already very close, but maybe you don't have the attachment that you would like to have. Maybe you are not as close as you would like to be. So what is the pain associated with you not having the relationship with Allah that you would like to have?
Actually,
As
Shahzad,
briefly as possible. As
yeah,
briefly as possible.
briefly is that simple. I will explain that. Actually, there is no end in wasabikun sabikun. When you say this, I'm so much curious about that. If I will, I'm achieving, I'm the achiever. This is my personality type, and I achieve the targets. But because the wasabikun sabikun, there is no end till death. You have no end. So I am curious. Even every day, every next day is not same like my previous day. Every even today, if I will waste my time, I will not sleep tonight because I wasted today. So this is my situation. So closeness, I think, what I need, the closeness, I can feel that closeness. Allah is observing me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching me. This is enough for me, because uh, nearness to Allah is nothing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching you, and he knows your intentions. This is enough, I think. So even for example, this you can say my feelings is, even for example, we don't know, after this session we will die in next moment. We don't know. We don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
This is, so this situation, I'm every time I mentally prepared myself that maybe next moment will be my last moment. So I give much. I'm talking to you, so I am giving full energy to you. Why? Because I don't know the next moment. This is my feeling, actual feeling. I can feel inside myself. So that's why I think uh, 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 there is no end, I think so. But I know there is much, hijab. There is hijab between me and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that hijabs, one by one, they will be break. They will break, and I will see, there are some spiritual leaders who showed some indication. These are the indication. These are the experiences they faced in their lives. So of course, I heard those experiences, but I didn't experience those experiences. So that's why I'm waiting. You can be a waiting list, something like that. The feelings, but I'm not, frustrated, something like that. I'm enjoying is okay. When I you because my center point is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I'm, when my wife, I talk to my wife, I feeding my wife, family, something, talking others. I don't care anyone other, because I just talk to them, because I say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered me to do this. So I'm doing this just to make happiness, to go near to Allah. So these all actions, whole day actions. Even I'm studying, I'm learning different skills, just because, not for the sake of skills, not for the sake of money. Was okay, money for, because this is the reality that your kids and your wife need a some standard. So just to maintain that standard is okay. I'm struggling is okay, no problem. But I think so. Uh, there is no end till death, and there is no end of my curiosity, learning attitude. Everywhere, every time I have learning attitude and positivity. No personal grudge with anyone, something, because I don't want to. I just I'm a solution oriented approach. I always have solution oriented approach, not problem creator. If I had any problem, I want to solve. If I cannot solve, I just go my ways. Okay, no, बड़ी मंजिल का मुसाफिर रास्ते के कुत्तों के साथ भिड़ना, this is not my approach, something like that. So even I
Yeah.
am when I explored myself, I was also the family coach. Even if I will interfere any problem of my family, when I will come into that problem will be solved. This is actually my personality type or blueprint according to Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins say, so
Yeah.
yeah, huge job say connecting dots backward, something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, I think there is there's definitely there is a lot of passion in your heart. There's a lot of love for your creator, and you as you said, that there is no end to this.
As Shazad,
Until we die.
I just want to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Why I am very curious about God, because I already tested Majazi Ishq and everything. So those things,
Ah,
when you tested everything and you
yeah.
didn't get anything result, so when you tested the Ishq Hakiki and you are getting something and you are
Mm,
feeling something that is wonderful and your ruh is satisfied and something like, so why you leave this one? You already
yeah.
tested all other forums.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, like, okay. So, I would next ask you, like, if I was to get you to visualize, like, how would if everything was the way you want it to be in terms of your relationship with Allah, then how would life be for you? Like,
Yes,
if you could wave a magic wand, yeah, and let's just say 1 year from now, you achieve the ideal lifestyle that you want, living in this world as a servant of God, as a family man, as someone who is financially free, all these things you mentioned. Now describe to me the life. How does everyday life look for you? Where are you going? Who are you meeting? What kind of relationships do you have? What are your finances like? Like, let's imagine now that you have achieved this fana fillah, this life that you are talking about, all this ideal ideal perspective. Like, how does it look now? Let's practically uh, describe it to our viewers.
yes, I can say that just describing those lifestyles. I want to describe what I got. I have to describe that things also.
Just describe as if you have achieved that nearness to Allah. I know that this is a it is it is this is a this is a long journey. This is a long path,
Yes, yes.
and a person keeps traveling, keeps getting closer to Allah. There is no beginning, there is no end. I agree. But if you had an ideal life that you could live right now, if you imagine you have achieved your goal in life, you've achieved that closeness to Allah, how does that life look for you now?
Yeah, yes, the life will be, for example, now I'm on scholarship, something earning money, and I'm on salary. I have responsibility, something that I have to join university. These all, when I will achieve, I have a passive income source. When I will have a passive income source, there is financial, though no problem for this. Then what will be my journey? I want to sleep from Fajr, after Ishraq, I want to sleep, because no, I'm not sleeping. I'm sleeping in the night, but I don't want to sleep in night. Night is very precious. So no, I'm sleeping because in daytime I have to go to university and I have to do research, something like that. This is very, I want to sleep after, for example, my ideal life is no problem, finance, everything, hand over to my wife. Kids are enjoying. Every kid is, I already handed over one business to my each kid. Each kid is taking care of his business. My wife is with me, is okay. He is also owner of one business, is okay. They are enjoying their, they all already have their each responsibility and they are just taking revenue from that business, is okay. I'm free. No, I have no responsibility of them. No, it's okay. I'm free. No, I just sleep after Ishraq and charged. After charged, I just sleep till Zohar. This is my sleeping time. Is okay. After Zohar, what is that? After Zohar, there is a learning between Zohar and Asar, and there is a something I want. Physical relations, people used to come to me and we discussed public relations, something like that. With public meeting different kinds of people throughout the country. Every country there is my connection with every part of the country. I have a this is my virtual life. No, maybe physical relations not possible, but virtual life. My room is virtual. Every internet, computer, laptop, something, hi-fi, everything, virtual environment is there. I want to connect in Africa in one village. One of my friend is living there. I just click on my laptop and I have connected there. Now I am talking with him. I am talking now. After some time, I am talking with the American friend. I am talking with some other guy. Something the word is just like in my one enter. So no, I am talking with them is okay. Between Zohar and Asar, I have connected with people is okay. I'm also learning skills. I'm just improving myself. Research also my part, because blogging, something like blogging, some article issues, for example, students issue. I wrote topic one issue and I just publish it here. Okay, something like that. Research is also going on. Skills, IT skills, for example, how to learn online something. These skills I'm also teaching people's courses on YouTube. Okay, people's today my lecture is how to learn this something blah blah blah. I'm also doing this one between Zohar and Asr. What this is my life. After Zohar to Asr, Zohar to Asr, again Asr to Maghrib is my spiritual life is okay. If my wife needs something is okay. My wife always with me. Wife and me, we are together. Whatever wife needs me, all spiritual everything close. Go to wife is okay. But when wife don't need, okay, wife is okay. So no, I'm spiritual journey. Asar to Maghrib is spiritual. If peoples will come, for example, peoples want to meet me, my spiritual journey will again stop, because nearness to Allah, connecting peoples need something. Okay, come on. I'm in my room. I don't want to go market. I don't want to go. I will be in mosque something, or the room near beside mosque, something like that. This is my environment. So this is I'm doing okay. So after Maghrib to Isha is okay. There is some rest. Okay, family talk. This is family talk. These are okay. If they need is okay, I will talk with them. Otherwise, again, I'm reading Quran, Fahm, something like that. I'm reading tafsir, something, writing, something, Fahm or tadabbur, something like that doing. Whenever peoples used to come, physical peoples, I will be free from these activities. Just listen to them. Tawaze, something like that. And like Sayyidina Ibrahim, Tawaze, Ibrahim, I love Ibrahim, Sayyidina Ibrahim, Salamun ala Ibrahim, that they have, even when any ordinary guest used to come to Sayyidina Ibrahim, he slaughter one goat. No, the situation in our current situation, the best, favorite and best friend, or the most honorable guest, when you receive, you just slaughter broiler chicken, broiler, not desi. So this is not the situation. But I want Sayyidina Ibrahim, if anyone guest want to come, why I want financial, I want many goats, something like that. I just any, or even angels come to just for the azab of Sayyidina Lut, his nephew, Sayyidina Lut, the Qawm of Sayyidina Lut. So Qawm Lut, angel. So Sayyidina Ibrahim slaughter one goat for angels. They were physical person. So this is what the thing. So I
Excellent.
want, for the guests, I want to slaughter something real and just enjoying with them is okay. When they used to go there, I'm alone, again with Allah, again with the tadabbur, something like that. This feeling again. This is my day till Isha. After Isha, oh, Sayyidina Imam Bukhari just complete 10 chapter of Quran in Qiyam. Sayyidina Imam Bukhari. So I just tried one night that I will imitate Imam Bukhari. So I just try one completed one chapter, one para, first para. I used to do this for some nights, but oh my God, I said that no, Imam Bukhari, oh, his maqam is very. So this is what my life is. So in the night, oh, Qiyam, Sayyidina Abu Imam Abu Hanifa, oh, and like that Qiyam, and just crying in front of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. In the daytime, in the night time crying, and Allah will put the nurun ala nur. That nur, when I will receive in the daytime, I will be like a sun to spread the light to the humanity. This is my this life. I look myself. This will be my life, and I am
Mashallah.
enjoying.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. I love your vision. I love it. It's inspiring. It's beautiful. And I pray that Allah, inshallah, allows you to
Inshallah.
reach that maqam, that rank, that level, if you haven't achieved it already. So my next question is, so you mentioned that you want to be spending your days serving the humanity at night, crying in front of your creator, and attending to your family's needs as and when they need them, honoring your guests, feeding them. It doesn't matter who it is, whether it's someone who's just a common person. You want to honor them, just like Ibrahim alayhi salam, peace be upon him. So, like, my next question is, like, why not? Why haven't you achieved all of this already? What is the reason? Why haven't you, like, what's stopping you from having this level, having this closeness to God, having this routine, this daily routine that you just mentioned? What is stopping you?
Yeah, this stopping me because I don't have so much goats like Ibrahim. So I'm just
Well, you can use the chickens for now, like you mentioned. Yeah.
oh great.
But
But the thing is that I have job in my country. So I have responsibility after quitting my PhD. I have bond with them to serve 5 years. So I have this commitment. Okay, I have to go there. And here I PhD. I am completing PhD. There are some restrictions from professor. Something I have to complete these blah blah blah. Something like that is okay. So daytime is reserved for this cause. So all routine is disturbed because daytime is not sleeping time. So this is one restriction is okay. The other, Sayyidina Ibrahim, I gave my sister just bought one goat for me. I already started. I
oh,
gave him some money and she got one goat for me, and it is already there, and goat is just going to grow, and maybe two baby goats will be there soon, inshallah. So
inshallah.
this I have already established, but it is very tiny scale, little scale. It will take a lot of time like that. I am also searching people. For example, you cannot imagine the other sister. I said I said to her that please take one goat for me because your brother-in-law is just doing this business. So just
Yeah,
put my 2 3 gods in that, something like that. I'm still trying, and also I'm searching for other friends in villages who can do, like, even my uncle is there. I just talk with them, just take 1 2 goats for me, something like that. But because not all eggs in one basket,
yeah.
because I so that's also I'm just taking care. So I'm doing this one, but here in China I cannot slaughter this, something like that. I cannot take goats here. There's no, not allowed, something like that. There's no nothing like that. But I know I don't have passive income source. I have the active sources, and I'm trying my best from these sources. But I'm waiting for. I'm just trying. I'm learning skills. Why? Because I want some sources which Sayyidina. I actually my business ideology is like Sayyidina Siddiq Akbar. He has the skill. He just in Ghazwa Tabuk, Akal say, oh, bring something. Sayyidina Siddiq Akbar brought everything. Why? Because he had the skill. He knows that the next day I will go to the bazaar in the market. I will do the business, and I have the tech test and skills. Just buying from this and selling here, I will get the profit. So these mindset, when you have this skill, you are not dependent on any salary, something like that, because you are confident about that skill. And those skills I'm learning. I'm in a learning process these days. So I'm investing on these skills as well. So
Mm,
this is process. Every day I'm learning, I'm not stopping. So I'm getting that target actually.
yeah. So, I think that there's some very interesting things that you have said. There's more questions I want to ask, but I think it's probably better if we stop it there. And I will just make some, give some comments, some feedback based on what you have said. So it's really inspiring. I love your story. I love your vision. Mashallah, it's there's some really, really positive things that have come out of listening to you. And one thing that I loved that you said was taking care of the people. And I think that this is, I mean, there's so many ways to get closeness to God. You can get closeness to God through through dhikr, through remembrance of God, invoking His name, doing invocations. You can get closeness to God through, reading Quran. You can get closeness to God through giving charity. But I think that serving the people, serving the creation of God, serving God's servants, taking care of them, I think this is most praiseworthy, and it is like a shortcut to get closeness to God. So I'm happy. It's very good. It's very positive that you have that mindset, that you want to help the people. To be honest, in my personal opinion, listening to you, I think you already are living that life to some extent on a smaller scale. Maybe not at the level that you want to live it. You are already living that life. So I think there needs to be some. You need to feel like content that you are living your life person. You are connecting people, you are serving people, you are learning from people, you are sharing your knowledge with other people. Like this platform is a good example of that. So there are many aspects of your dream life which are already manifested, and they will only grow and they will only get bigger. So I think you need to not be too tough on yourself and enjoy the life you are living. Mashallah, you are taking care of your family, you are fulfilling their rights, you are exploring the world as well. You are in another country, you are exploring the wonder of Allah's creation. You are broadening your horizons, taking in new cultures, expanding yourself as a person. So I think that's very positive. I would say with regards to the you mentioned the financial freedom. So I feel there's some frustration there a little bit. You want to set up passive income. You mentioned passive income there more than once. I would really say with regards to financial freedom, my advice would be that choose one vehicle. You mentioned, Shopify, you mentioned Apple, Amazon, drop shipping, and a few other things. Try not to put your hand in too many pies. Like find that, like, what is that one thing? I'm talking from a financial perspective.
Yes, yes.
What is that one thing that you really love to do, that you would want to do? Me personally, my advice would be that you are already on the right vehicle. This platform now that you are doing, I think this is perfect for you. All you have to do now is like look into how to monetize this.
Yes.
Yeah, monetize this platform so that you can start charging for your time. You can start sharing. You have so much knowledge. You come from electrical engineering background, but you also have a very spiritual kind of viewpoint on life. So that's one thing. That's number one. I would say get very clear in terms of what financial vehicle you want to take on board, whether it's import, export, whether it's online, selling, whatever it is. Me personally, I think this platform is the best. The other things, I would just not waste your time and energy, because then you get scattered everywhere. You see, then you are not going to be as effective. If you are just focusing on building your Facebook platform, yeah, or your online platform, you can, whether you want to call it coaching business, consultancy, training, whatever you want to call it, you give it whatever name you want. But I think this is where your skill is. This is where your passion is. You said yourself that if I was doing ibadah, if I was worshiping God, and somebody came to me and they needed something, I would leave that and serve them, because you understand that that's God's creation, and fulfilling their right takes more priority over your personal worship. So you have the right mindset. So then why do you want to get scattered and do Amazon and do all these other things? And I've got nothing against them. If that's your passion, go for that. But
No,
then
one thing.
yeah,
Actually, the thing is that when I went through Amazon selling something like that, these guys who are doing in enablers and extreme commerce, something like that.
Yeah,
They all are trap. Actually, these are our traps. when you will go, because I came to know, I
Yeah,
spent money on these courses, so I came to know that when I will jump into that, I can never be out away from this is trap, and my life need, my spiritual life need financial freedom, not this trap.
yeah,
So I came to know after these courses. So
yeah,
what my dream is actually online skills, IT skills I am taking, are online skills and virtual environment. Why? First ideology is only virtual environment.
yeah,
I know virtually I'm connected with you, something like that. And with the passage of time, I'm learning skills. And one day will come, inshallah, because I already have, because my electrical background, there are much content I still I have, because I don't have time to create YouTube lecture, something like that, because I'm busy in other stuffs. Otherwise, I have much content in my electrical engineering, many skills I have learned. I can create YouTube videos, and I can upload something like that. Even I can organize some sessions, workshops, something like that. I had much knowledge about that. Something I had already practiced, learned many things, but
yeah,
just organize. And no much time I need. Just after PhD I will start organizing. Still I'm thinking organizing something like that. I just everywhere I just organizing something like that. Many data, written data is there. You cannot imagine, in my room everywhere is full of pages and written
yeah,
content.
yeah,
Some
yeah. I can imagine. I can imagine that, because just listening to you, I can
Yes,
tell that you are a person who has passion for life. You are an achiever, like you said. But I think that, and this is me being very honest, I think your mind is cluttered. There's too much going on in your head.
yes, yes, yes.
And what I think you should do is just make things a little bit simple for yourself.
But
Choose
hope,
one,
hope
choose one vehicle. Choose one vehicle.
yes,
Let's
yes,
take electrical engineering, for example. Okay, what
yes,
can you do with electrical engineering? Basically, what you could do is, you could do once a month, you could do like a masterclass online. You don't need to do YouTube videos and workshops and all these things, because then that will take up a lot of your time, and you are also studying, you're also a family man, you have lots of other responsibilities. But what you could do once a month, for example, you could do a masterclass, you could do a mentoring session for people who want to graduate in electrical engineering, or maybe they want to come, get some. How you basically, you have to think, how can you solve a problem for
yes,
somebody? What problem can you solve? Maybe it could be a student who is doing electrical engineering degree. You could mentor them. Once a month, you can show some tips. Like, these are the step by step. If you follow this, you will get through your electrical engineering exams, no problem. Yeah. Start doing it free. Do it free. Start doing one-on-one sessions with people. Say to them, I will do it free for you. I want, in return, I want testimonial. They will post a testimonial saying, we worked with Safe, we had a 30-minute strategy session with him, and I was able to do amazing in my exam because of the help that he gave me. I'm just giving an idea. It's very easy. You can start it now. You don't need to wait until your PhD finishes. You see what I mean? You already tried the Amazon, and you already have come to the conclusion that it was taking too much time and energy and money as well. So you decided not to pursue that. So that's what I'm saying, is focus on one thing. What is it, that one thing that you need? Once you get the financial, well, once you become master in one area, once you get the expertise in doing this online platform, then you can look at other revenue streams. Then you can do passive income through property and through purchasing land, and all there's lots of different areas you can go into. I know in Pakistan, for example, there is a big trend now with purchasing plots. Especially where there is new town, and there is new towns being built, and there's a new airport in Islamabad, and all the area around there is, people are trying, are purchasing land. These are things you can do later. But if you focus on this online learning platform, this I think this is where your passion is.
yes,
Like,
yes,
this was really, I think that you will be able to just focus on the one thing. Once you got the one thing, you are earning good money, you got the financial freedom, then you can look at other revenue streams. Definitely, why not? It's good to have multiple revenue streams, and then, like you said, you can give one business to your child, one business to your wife, and say, look, this is money is coming in, you look after this business now, it's for you. But Until you reach that point, I would say just get one platform, forget everything else, get everything else out of your mind, because even your personal environment, you mentioned in your room, there's lots of data, there's lots of notes and things. This makes our mind cluttered. There is so much research that shows that when we are in a cluttered environment, it clutters our mind. We are not able to think as clearly as we would like to. So definitely, there is so much to share on this. I can go into this in so much more depth, but for just for the sake of time, I will leave it there. And with regards to the spirituality, I'm sure you are doing this already, but I will mention it because there are other people listening. They might also be wanting to achieve this fana fillah, this state of annihilation in love for Allah, which you want to achieve. Anybody who wants to reach or achieve closeness to God, or wants to become a friend of God, then you need to grab the hand. You need to take the hand of someone who has traversed this path already.
Yes.
And I'm not sure if you have a sheikh or a guide, Brother Saif, but this is my advice to anyone else who wants to achieve what you want to achieve in terms of nearness to God, is that take the hand of somebody who has achieved this result. And this is someone who is living embodiment, someone who is alive, someone who practices what they are preaching, someone who has achieved the results, who can guide you step by step, who will tell you that do this, don't do this, watch out for that. Because these men of God, these friends of God, they look at life with a different lens. They look at Allah has lifted the veil from them. They can see things that we cannot see. So when you put your hand in the hand of a sheikh, of a guide who has lived this life, who has achieved the result you are trying to achieve, it will make the journey so much more easier. So much more easier. You won't have to go through all the problems that they went through. They will save you a lot of trouble, a lot of time. And then you should do their khidmat, serve them, whatever that means financially, in terms of time, however you can assist them, you assist them. But get their du'as, get their gaze on you, looking at you, get their mind thinking about you, get their prayers. Everything will become so much more easier. So those are, I think, based on our discussion, that is the advice that I would give to you, Brother Saif, and also to your listeners. And I pray Allah gives me the tawfiq, first and foremost, to act upon this, because this is really, I have learned from you so much. This is why I wanted to do the session a bit different to the way you have done your other sessions, because I've been watching some of your interviews and I really enjoyed it. But I thought, let me try something different. Let me ask Brother Saif if we can do like a mini coaching session. And it was really beneficial. That was something that I wasn't sure how it would turn out, but I think it really worked really well. You were very open, very transparent, and it really was I really enjoyed it. So thank you so much for that. And inshallah, I hope we can maybe do this again sometime.
Yeah.
We can come on again and maybe talk on a different topic. Maybe this time we will look at maybe finances a little bit more depth, or maybe we can look at the career, business. Maybe I think you need to move more towards business now. Move away from career, start thinking about business and
Yes.
online training, whether it's electrical engineering. I think that you already have a lot of expertise in electrical engineering, so it would be good for you to share people who want to go into this profession, or maybe they want to achieve results in exams. It's just an idea. It doesn't have to be. Maybe you need to brainstorm, write down on a piece of paper, like what it is that you want to do. But once a month, if you did a class, really, I think that would be a good starting point, because everybody can do once a month. Even you have time to do once a month, where you teach something and just do the same class every month. And then slowly you start building up your subscribers, your email subscribers, and then you can start sharing content with them. You can start sharing little tips, little YouTube videos, 1 minute, 2 minute long, not very long. And you can just build up from there, and people will be more than happy to pay you for your time, most definitely, because you have a global outreach. You are connected with people all over the world. So Inshallah, I pray Allah gives you success, inshallah, in everything that you are doing. I'm so grateful that once again, thank you for allowing me to come and speak. And I hope there's some benefit in my advice that I shared,
Yes,
inshallah.
Shehzad, these are, what I got from your, I got the conclusion, because online sessions, what I got from Amazon, something like that, what I am learning, actually that learning is my content to share online, actually. So what I got from you, this is concluded. You have concluded my discussion, and my, you have streamlined my my all scattered data.
Yeah,
Scattered data is actually the information bank, data bank.
yeah,
You
yeah,
told that just one by one, take one data, take data. This you are already full with data in your room is okay. Now you take one topic, 2 minutes. This 2 minutes, 2 minutes. There much data you can even 365 days of the year, something like that. You already have this data. So
yeah,
just every day, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes video just on this data, this data. Just organize yourself for
mm,
specific days, weeks, a month, and just you just organize that and just you can just you can tag the title. For example, monthly lecture, there is another title. Weekly lecture, there is another title. Daily lecture, there is another title. Tag, just tag the subject, and just what have you got, and you are just getting is okay. You just I will get that data. I'm just learning is okay. I'm learning. This is not wastage of time. It will benefit anyone. So I have to focus all this learning to live streaming online, just putting this online. This is what I got from you, and just you streamlined my all scattered things, because actually this is when I go deep after getting from you after this conversation. All actually scattered things actually are already streamlined, but I didn't use the tunnel, which is the online tunnel here. So
yeah,
you uh, I got from you that just 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that. So I already started this, but you told me that just topic wise and something and little, and content will be condensed and little and something like that, with the specific time, not much time span discussion. This is another platform. This is one by one is okay, okay. But that what you told me, I didn't
yeah.
start. So I will start
But
this one. And
I want you to focus on one area, Brother Saif.
yes.
One topic. Yeah.
Mm.
I want you to become. I want you to become the master in that one area. Once you become the master in, for example, how to achieve amazing exam results in electrical engineering, just for example, if once you become the master in that, then you can look at other areas.
But Shazan, if how much time I need, how much lectures I need, 4 hour work, we say, Tim Ferriss say that 10,000 hours need to be master of any topic.
Yeah, but you already have the knowledge, but you
Yeah, yeah.
just have to you all you have to do is start now. Just make a strategy, make a plan, and inshallah we will have further sessions. I think that I have helped. I think it seems to me that I have helped to reduce some of the clutter in your mind. There is
Yes,
a
yes.
lot of good data, but I want you to just focus on like one area, make like get clarity. What is your one big thing?
Yes.
Once the goal here is that you want to become the go-to person in your chosen field. Once you become the go-to person in your area, then you can then go into other areas. Then you can start looking into time management. You can start discussing all these things you have learned from people who have come on. You can talk about personality types. You can talk about like how to manage spiritual problems, black magic. These are all topics that you have learned so much in, right?
Yes.
So then you can delve into other areas. But now, for now, I want you to focus on one. Just what is your one big thing? And this is an ongoing process. You might try one thing, it might not work, then you have to try something else.
Yes.
Then you have to do so. You have to keep doing fine tuning. But this is definitely the best way forward.
I think so. You are. Can you listen me? हेलो।